to another vlog. This is how I went out today. Today is International Women's Day. So happy belated International Women's Day. As I said on Instagram, my nice spring handbag, definitely winter coat. Did I say welcome to another vlog? I'm so sorry. I'm a little bit tiddly after our International Women's Day lunch in Brighton, organised by my dear friend Elif, who's Turkish, so we feel like we've got a big bond because I'm half Bulgarian. Anyway, it was awesome and excellent. So welcome to another vlog. I don't know how much there will be on this vlog because little boy is going rapidly downhill. He lost the use of his legs this morning by the front gate. All four went. He seems all right now, but I'm talking to the vet tomorrow. So I just wanted to pop in as it's freezing but very sunny. So winter coat and look, spring dress. This is, I think, my only designer dress in my entire wardrobe, which of course, oh, didn't the cleaners clean well? There's some fur all over the floor. Lovely. Anyway, yes, I wore my spring dress to the event. I wish I could have stayed longer. I missed the pudding, which is a relief, but I met the most delightful women. I hardly did any filming because we were sat down all the time, apart from the very beginning, which I'll show you. I wanted to get round and film all their outfits. I'm hoping Elif will do that for me. But unfortunately, I had to get back pronto because of baby dog, and also I've got a WebEx in a minute. So even though it was only down the road, I wanted my exercise, so I did the bus and the long walk around the marina to get to the restaurant. Anyway, I hope you like. But middle-aged minx, Joe, is completely right. Expensive clothes last forever. This I bought pre-COVID, and look at it, look at the detail. Eponine, I'll put the details below. Eponine, oh, John will probably do it. E-P-O-N-I-N-E. Isn't John wonderful? Love the way he puts the logos up. So that was a purchase when I was feeling a little bit richer before COVID, and honestly, I still today, people coming up going, I love what you're wearing, da, 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 da. So it is worth it if you can afford it once in a while. And what I've done with my Lippie, which might help you, is my normal Ruby Woo matte red, but to make it look a bit better, especially with all this brown, I've put the no name, so I can't tell you what the colour is, but it's brown. It's number 7 gloss, and look. So I put a bit of brown on, well, it sort of adds a bit of shine, wouldn't you agree? Right, okay, I must go and get ready for the WebEx, tie my hair back, get into slobbies for later, because it's the end of the day, Friday, and I'll see you. Listen, if you don't see me much in this vlog, it's because of you know who. If he goes while I'm filming this week, so sad, obviously I'll be grieving. So fortunately, I have recorded my other exercise routine that I do, the Tibetan Rites. So I kept that back just in case, and I'll record whatever I can as long as I'm not crying. I might do skincare. Somebody on Instagram asked for skincare. So whatever happens after today, I will share with you. Mwah. Hello. Right, I did promise you some more exercise, and so I thought I'd show you what I do in an emergency, like I'm away in a hotel room with no gym, or it's too wet outside and I can't get to the gym, or I can't go anywhere, or I haven't got much energy. Anyway, this is something, for those who remember Bruce Forsyth, he used to do these exercises every single day, and he lived to a ripe old age. They're called the 5 Tibetan Rites, the Tibetan 5 Rites. I think the whole sequence was designed by Tibetan monks many years ago, and you need to be slightly fit, but the great thing is you only start with 1 and you work up from 1 to 21. So I'm not going to do 21. I don't actually think I'm fit enough yet. The first one's standing, so you'll have to forgive me because all the rest is on the mat. I have done it before, but I'm trying to make it better. Got my favourite tracky bottoms on. This is not going to be very flattering for my stomach, but you know what? I might actually insert, if I can, not sure I can copy it on Instagram, but there's a lovely guy, Jules, who's with the same agents as me, and he just put up the other day, and I thought immediately, I'm always going on about, look, I've got a bit fatter, and he's absolutely brilliant because he's much younger than us, and he's showing all his wobbly bits and going, why do we concentrate on the bits of our body that aren't very good? Why don't we concentrate on the bits of the body that are very good? Like my hair, my skin. Who cares if there's a bit of fat there and it's all wobbly and I've got terribly wrinkly arms? He really cheered me up, so I hope that's cheered you up. As long as we have our health, that's all we need. So the Tibetan 5 Rites start with twirling. So think like a child. You put your arms out like that straight, palms facing downwards, and you go clockwise. 1, 2, you work up to 21. 3, 4. I'm just going to do 5 of each because I've got to do weights as well during this session, which I've already shared with you. So that's 5, but start with 1. If you're really unfit, start with 1. The reason for spinning is, well, I've read all sorts of reasons, but basically a lot of Indian medics say it's very good for the chakras. Now, I don't know if you believe in all that stuff. I do. I wouldn't be so arrogant as to say, you know, prove it. I know that you feel so much more centered after doing this. So I'll be interested to hear if you do the 5 Tibetan rites, or indeed if you do twirling. Right, okay, down on the ground. I hope you can see. You're not going to see all of me. It's very difficult. The camera won't go wildly enough. I'm going to put a link below for a lovely Indian lady who does them really well. So you can watch her class as well. Right, the next one is, I'm probably not doing it in order, but I'll try. This is for the stomach. This is hard work. Whoops. 1, holding everything in. 2, watch your back. Hello, Jack. 3, Mummy exercising. Oh, you good boy. 4, ooh. You do downward dog, don't you? He still does downward dog. 5. Yeah, I'm really unfit. Pilates the other day nearly killed me. I used to find it easy. I'm working up very slowly from that bout of unwellness. Right, next one is feet and knees rather, hip distance apart, and you bend down. Now I can't do both at the same time yet. 1, this is for the thighs. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can really feel that today. 5. How many have I done? 1, 2, 3. I can't remember the 4th. Oh, right, yes, arms. Now you're supposed to do this the slow way. I'm only wearing these glasses because they match the outfit. I don't know why I've got glasses on. There you go. You're supposed to do it like this. 1, and then do this. But I never do. I'm always in a hurry too, but I'll do it properly. 3, 4, 5. One more to do. See how quick it is? Perfect for in a hotel room, as well as the exercises I gave you recently on, waking up your body. So you wake up your body, then when you feel energetic, you do this one. But I can't remember how she does it, but I do this. Downward dog into almost a plank, 1. Downward dog into a plank, 2. 3. 4. 5. I'm not doing any more because I want to do my weights and I need to eat breakfast. But I hope that helped you. I will put that lovely lady's link below. You can see how badly I'm doing some of them, but it's really good little all-round workout. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll come up with something else to share another time. Now I need to do my weights, but you know that's a couple of vlogs back. In fact, John will put a reminder of where the weight session is in case you haven't seen it. Thank you, lovely. See you later. I'm wobbling. I hope you enjoyed my Tibetan 5 rites. Look at me in a spring coat. I don't actually think I'm going to be warm enough going out. Anyway, I'm popping in. It's a shorter than normal vlog because I'm sad to report, and I know a lot of you were expecting this, but my dearest baby Jack had to go bye-byes at the weekend. He was struggling. It was cruel to keep him alive. He was completely blind. He collapsed by the gate at the end of the week on all fours and then got up again. Stoic little man. He had awful, frightening. One night he was wandering around the garden looking for socks. So right up to the end, he was chasing Socks the fox. And he couldn't see, his dementia kicked in, he couldn't find me. I was frightened he was going to fall into the pond, and the vet and I aren't convinced that he possibly had another little stroke. Anyway, I didn't want him. I could have kept him alive probably for another few weeks. I could not put him through this. He was sleeping literally 23 hours a day, hardly eating, wagging his tail as always, and right up the end, as I said, right up to the end, chasing Socks the fox. Well, he couldn't chase, he could hardly walk. He couldn't walk more than 50 yards in the end, and the collapsing really scared me. So I talked to the vet every day for 3 days, and finally he came to do the deed. And it was amazing. Now, for any of you who've not lost an animal that way, I can only say this is the only way to say bye-bye. I've had 3 dogs. Jack was my 3rd dog, and the first one was a Battersea dog's dog, complete lunatic. But he collapsed in the middle of the road and looked at me, just like Jack did by the gate, as if to say, okay, I've had enough of this now. So it was many, many years ago, and I don't remember it being very traumatic at all. My second pet was done at the vet because she wasn't living with me. She was living with my partner. He lived in Suffolk, I lived in London. It's the emptiness, anyway, back to putting him to sleep. I hate using the expression putting him down. He recognised Jeremy's smell, the vet, the minute he walked in. He does the whole cremation services, etc., etc. And he sort of tail went under. Oh God, what's he going to do to me? Anyway, he was very calm. Jack was amazingly calm, as indeed so was I. you know, after, well, it's been 2 years of watching him go gradually downhill, then buoying up downhill, buoying up downhill. This time he was going like this. And the difference from 3 weeks ago and this, monumental, that last week. So I know I did the right thing. He had his sedative first, and that makes them all calm and relaxed and probably high as a kite. And it enabled me to cuddle him, which I've not been able to do for months. Because of the state of him, probably the dementia, he didn't want to be cuddled. He loved being petted, but he did not want to be cuddled. He would lie on my bed in the morning. That's why my whole routine's changed, because I would take him for a walk, get my coffee, go up and let him sleep with me, which he didn't do during the night. So he always had his little head on my legs, which were under the covers, but he wouldn't cuddle. And so I went to his dog bed and got in it with him, and, you know, big blankie underneath. And he was so peaceful and happy. He just lay there. He wasn't asleep, but he wasn't fully awake. And I was just stroking him and talking to him and thanking him. I didn't want anyone else there but the vet. And lovely boy. And then the vet did his business, and I mean, there was no difference. He was just asleep. And I said to Jeremy, I just want to keep him like this forever. I wish there was an injection that they could do on the spot, like, so that I could have him. Of course you can't. And I'm not going to have taxidermy. But I have got some fur left from where he had to shave his paw. And I'm going to get a locket made and put his fur in there, because he's with me all the time. I mean, it's probably upsetting you, don't cry, that he's not there anymore. It's awful. But friends have been amazing. All of you on Instagram have been amazing. I can't actually read them now. It's a good 4 days. I mean, the first 5 days, the first 3 days were awful, but friends have been amazing, and I've been distracted going to the movies with Mary. We went to see June 2, and that's a brilliant distraction. Just sat there like this, and we watched June 1 the day before, and a dear friend in Rottingdean filled me with gin and tonic the day of. So it's hard, it's very hard. I'm going to miss him forever. I'm going to get my dear friend Amanda in Rottingdean to do a little portrait of him. So there'll be lots to share with you. I'll take you on Jack's favourite walks when spring comes properly and the leaves are out, because there's some just amazing walks to Rottingdean that some of you have seen, but the new subscribers won't have seen. It's all very sad, but as everyone says, you know, I'm sorry, I'm really crooked. This too will pass. Please don't be upset. Please don't be upset, because he had a wonderful, wonderful long life. I cannot believe how long he lasted. 17 years and 3 months. And I just didn't want him to suffer anymore. I wish we could do that with humans. Maybe one day. Anyway, he's gone to a better place. He's running around up there in doggy heaven, kennel in the sky, I call it. A lot of you, especially in Australia, call it that Rainbow Bridge. Anyway, he's over the Rainbow Bridge, and he's with my doggies and my mummy and daddy and everybody who's passed. It's very sad, because, you know, he might be an animal, but he was my best mate, and he was with me longer than any relationship I've had. So I want to celebrate his life, not be sad. The worst thing is, you know, I put my hands in my pockets and there are loads of poo bags and his bed and his nappies, and, you know, there's lots. It's sad that the house is empty, but he's still here. I can very much feel him here. Right, I didn't mean to babble on for 7 minutes. I'm going to a Bowden sale up on the racecourse. That would cheer me up. Anything to distract. Fortunately, I haven't got any work to do this week. So Jack's timing was utterly unbelievable. I mean, everything. He forced me to stay here during the winter, and it made me realize how much I cannot live in this area anymore. Because of him, there's a lot. Life it's almost as if he's sort of gone, right, you've suffered enough. Now here's some good stuff for you. And really nice things have been happening this week. Unexpectedly nice things. Nothing I can particularly share, but just things coming my way that I didn't expect. And it's just been, well, you know, life goes on, but it's going to be a good life, and he will always be with me. And no, I won't be getting another dog, in case you're wondering. Not till I'm really old and can't move anymore, and then I'll have a lap dog that would just sit on my lap till I die. All right, my lovelies. So I'm going to leave the vlog here, and I've picked all my favourite videos of Jack. You're not going to see him looking blind and like last week and really elderly and really decrepit and not enjoying his walks. You're going to see him at his happiest. And of course, I'm going to end on the video. Well, John's doing it, so thank you, John. It's going to end with the way he ran towards me 3 weeks ago. I still cannot get over that, because he hadn't run like that for about 6 months. And obviously, I know you're all going to say it, obviously, it's that last-ditch effort that people talk about before death. Humans do it as well, apparently. He made this last-ditch effort to act like a puppy. I couldn't get over how young he looked. So I hope you enjoy all the little highlights, little shots of when he was a baby puppy. I just can't believe he's lived this long. He's been with me since I moved into this house. The pictures you see were in my flat before I moved because of him. I moved here because of him, so he could have a proper garden and freedom and the South Downs round us. And now he's gone, I'm going to go back to where I was happy without a dog. I hope that all makes sense. Anyway, long term, not ready for that yet. Okay, so enjoy the little homage to Jack. Please don't cry. He had a wonderful, wonderful life, as you all know. I'm just so going to miss him being there and me going, look, there's Jack. Socks the Fox, sorry, before we get on with Jack's homage. Socks the Fox arrived the day he went in the evening, and she sat at the edge of the decking like this, just completely still, not going back and forth like she usually does, just waiting patiently. Bless her heart. And I haven't seen her since. She was looking really fat, so she may have had her cubs, in which case it's the time. She'll be back really skinny and in great need of food, so I'm going to try and make this a little haven for her. I need a dog kennel, a free dog kennel, and then I can put it right at the back of the garden where it's all secluded, and give her a little place to come and rest, maybe. My friend yesterday said, Janie, if you're watching, well, I don't know, anybody who buys your house, they might not want foxes in their garden. And I just went, well, they're not buying it. I'm not selling my house to fox haters. On a funny note, that's how I feel about my garden. If they don't like foxes, they're not allowed to live here. I know most of you feel exactly the same way. All right, my lovelies, and enjoy the homage to Jack. And sorry about all the rabbiting, but you always do me really good therapy sessions. Jack, I know what you're up to, and she's way too small and young. Dirty dog. Look how big that teddy is. You've never done this before. This is what? Oh, it's because he's been in all day because of the rain. I have to show you this little baby. He looks exactly like he did did when he was a puppy. He was about a third of the size. Don't you look at him? He wants a little sleep. Jack's stupid pebble game. Chases the pebble and then barks at it. Completely nuts. Now he's happy.
Lockdown means that she's taking me out all the time just so that she can have her escape. I'm nearly 14 years old, for f***'s sake. I know I may not look like it, but I do get very tired and then I snore a lot.
Look at that little snoring man. This is what he does 22 hours a day. Yes, Jack. Cheers, little Jack. Happy birthday, little boy. Look what he's made Jack, far more suitable than a cake. I don't know why I ordered it.
Gentle old boy's tummy.
Why did I order that cake for him? Look at him, Jack. Are you happy, Jack? He says, give me chicken now.